Thank you for joining us today at Homestead for Life. Today, we are going to make our chicken pot pie. So we previously canned our chicken pot pie filling, and today we are going to put it to the test and cook it up. So if you did watch our video, awesome, thank you. But we left out all the thickeners. So essentially we've got chicken soup in this jar, really. So we're gonna strain out all the stuff. We're gonna add some thickeners, mix it all back up, and make chicken pot pie. To do that, I'm making little individual ones. I'm cheating a little bit because quick dinner, right? That was the whole purpose. So we are going to use crescent rolls, a muffin pan, cornstarch, and our chicken pot pie filling. So I've got my oven preheating for 375. Now the timing on this is not going to be an exact science because, you know, the recipe says 375 for, I don't know, what do we got? 9 to 12 minutes, but there's going to be filling inside. The filling is room temperature. The breading stuff is cold. So who the heck knows? The timing we're going to have to play by ear a little bit, but that's okay. We're flexible in that way, not worried. So our triangles are not triangling quite perfect, but that's all right because what we are going to do is check to see if we needed to grease this. Ungrease, perfect. So we are just going to line our muffin tin spots with our crescent rolls. Our, the heck are these things called? Yeah, crescent rolls. Yep, we're gonna line our spots with crescent rolls. And then we're gonna prep our filling, pour it in, and then put another piece across the top, finish the top off. So let's get our things here lined and ready for our pot pie filling, and then we will mix that up. All right, so we are going to strain, doesn't quite fit perfectly in there. We are going to strain out the liquid, or at least some of the liquid, and we're going to add some cornstarch, mix it up real good. Then we'll add it back in when we portion it into our cups. So not, maybe it should be an exact science, but nothing for me seems to be an exact science. So we've got about a tablespoon there. And then what's in here, I'm not even sure what this is. Probably about half a cup of liquid here. And it's thickened up a bit, but I want it a little bit thicker than that. I want that creamy texture, right? So not quite as much the next time, a little bit less. You don't want to just add the thickener into your jar because it's just kind of going to float on top and clump up and not mix in with the liquids well. So you want to separate out all your veggies, your chicken and whatnot. Separate out those things and then add it in. Okay. And let's see. Add a little bit more, and then we're going to call it done because as it heats up, it's going to thicken up more. So we'll see. All right. And that is our oven saying it is preheated and ready to go. Let's do this thing. My stomach is saying the same thing because it is dinner time. We are ready to eat. So we've got our now nice and creamy chicken pot pie filling. And we are going to add some, it's going to pour the juice first, right? So we're going to add some to each of our little cups here. And then the crescent rolls come in 8s. So 4 tops, 4 bottoms. And the jar looks like it's going to do 8 pretty well. Let's see, we've got a little bit left over at the bottom. So if we had 5, it would be perfect with a little extra gravy. Let's see if we can't fit a little bit more in any of these. All right, mostly just broth left. So from there, we're going to take our top crescent roll pieces and put them over the top. If you're able to squish them into what you had sticking up, mine didn't stick up above the tops too well. It's not a perfect system. It's not, but it's quick and it's easy. You've already done the hard part. So now it's just making it edible. And that's literally it. So we are now going to cook these. We'll start them at 12 minutes. They're probably going to take a little bit longer than that, but all we're looking for is golden brown on top and then hot inside. So we'll probably poke them with a thermometer. That's all we're looking for. Everything else has already been cooked. As long as the breading gets cooked, we're done there. So, and the only thing I paused the video for was to squish, 2 of these around. So you've missed all of 45 seconds of work. So into the oven we go. We cooked them for 15 minutes instead of 12. They weren't very golden on top at 12 minutes, so a couple more extra minutes. And then looks pretty creamy in there. Probably could have used a little bit more thickener, but it looks pretty good. So we are gonna hope it's cool enough to eat and I don't burn my face. Now, normally if you weren't putting it in little individual servings like this, you would end up putting it in like those, pretty much the bigger versions of the white dish I had that I strained it into and added the thickener. So with more of the liquid, you'd have more of a creamy base, and we've just got mostly the filling. The creamy base stayed in the bottom and kind of soaked into the crust a little bit more, but that was pretty good. So dinner's on. Thanks for watching us.